Hey,
Knock, knock.
hey, Alberto. Hey, glad you showed up for our meeting. So excited to see you. How you doing? How's the new role?
Oh man, this is absolutely fantastic. And you seem to be as pumped up as I am about this.
You know it. How's the baby?
Oh, she's cuter than a button. I mean, still settling down with the sleeping pattern, but every baby, at least in the first 3 months, is a bit
What?
off, but it's fine.
Gotta give me a minute. I gotta send this
Please.
email out real quick. All right. Hey, yeah. No, that's great. That's great. You're doing good. Yeah, so excited for you. So,
Thank you.
how's the numbers looking? How's everything?
Numbers are looking solid. I realize that there is some areas where we didn't pay attention in the past that are actually paying off a lot. Like this new neighbor where we weren't really looking before. It's showing actually sign of gentrification. So we might want to put more attention to the new inbound high income tenants. So
I
that
love.
would be something interesting.
Oh, I love the word high income.
well,
Oh yeah.
no, but let's keep it real. I mean, this is a process that will take a couple of years. So, what's your view actually on our cash cows? Have you looked at the numbers?
It could be better. It could be better, but that's why I made you the managing broker. I think you're gonna do fantastic. How are you doing?
Uh,
Do you need marketing and do more things for you? I was thinking
um,
brochures.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked.
Anything I could do?
Before we go into that, yeah, before we go into that, I would love to have your input about what you think about strategic communication.
What about it? I have a bachelor's in psych, so I know lots about communication. Oh yeah. You want me to? I can
Yeah,
recommend some books to you or something.
I would love your recommendation, and I would also love if you could expand a bit what is important, what are the key areas for you in this field, because you have a lot of knowledge that I can draw upon.
Yeah, I think everybody should read Robert Cialdini. I think everybody should read Spin Selling. I think everybody should read Influence, Persuasion and Persuasion. And like these books are, it should be every agent should read it. But you can't get them to read anything, right? These agents don't want to read. Yeah, no.
They don't want to read?
Sometimes I wonder if they even can. You're a managing broker, so I can say these things. I don't even know if half of them can read.
No, what I
I'm
what
listening.
seems to
I'm
be
listening. I'm
important
just
for
gonna get a
you
straw.
is
I'm all ears, Alberto. I'm just getting me a straw.
no what seems very important for you is to place the communication so that it is effective.
It needs to be effective. It needs to be. That's why I like spin selling. Yeah, I think it's effective. Why you got any
You seem to have
suggestions?
already you seem to have a clear idea in mind of what is an effective communication.
Whatever gets the deal done, that's effective. If you gotta exaggerate a little bit, if you gotta, spin something this way, whatever it takes. Yeah, as long as it increases the numbers. I'm just focused on that short term. I want to make sure we're quarterly doing good.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I don't want to sound like a jerk, but
it
like
does look
want to, we're watching your numbers and everything closely. So like, we expect to see, some increases in the next 6 months. I'm not saying your job's at jeopardy. It's just that we would like to see a. So yeah, what do you think is going to get it up there? More marketing pieces? You need more You need more brochures.
Um, that's actually a very interesting question. I would you be opposing me sharing something that I picked from in the recent times?
Yeah, lay it on me. What do you got?
Look, this might sound like an overstretch, and you might doubt that I'm actually committed to improving the numbers, and you might think that I'm running a fool's errand on something that doesn't apply, potentially even wasting all the money and all the time that you allow this one to run.
Oh, geez, you're making me sweaty. Let me turn the AC on. Oh, no, yeah. I mean, damn, like you're not a fool. What do you? I don't see you running fool's errands. You think you're running around doing pointless things? There's something. You need an admin. You need an assistant.
No, no, I don't need an assistant.
Oh, I heard
Um,
you're running around
but
doing
what?
errands like a fool. So I'm like, hey, if you need an assistant, you can work that out.
No. Um,
I mean, mine just quit. So.
what was in mind? No. I'm not thinking about quitting. I'm
No,
actually thrilled to be
I
here.
said
So.
mine. I said my assistant just quit.
Oh, that's rough. It
Yeah.
must take a lot of effort to
It's
find a
the
good
second. It's
assistant
the
these
second
days.
one in the last 3 years. You just you kind of wear them down, huh? So if you need an assistant, we'll hire someone. Wear them down. That's what they're here for, right? Huh? They're just here to make the money. Hey, yeah. So if you need an assistant in more
It seems
marketing,
you value employee. No. What I would propose, and here it might sound crazy, so please ask as many questions as you need,
mhm.
is actually to allow me to train our sales force in a methodology that I picked up out of a hostage negotiator from the FBI.
Oh damn, FBI stuff. I mean, like, they're real estate agents.
FBI stuff, yeah.
They're not special agents. Why would they need as FBI training to sell houses? How does that connect? What,
You are
you're
completely,
sales broker,
it
not
is completely correct. It is interesting how you see the word not matching, because on a first screen is like that guy has to get someone out by paying money, and we're in a civilized world where we are trying to make the client see the great value that we bring with our real estate, and they usually do, because we're honestly the best in the class, and that's because we have people like you that have built a solid reputation for us. You made our life so much easier, man, with the reputation you bring in this industry.
yeah, just you know, just doing me. Well, so
But
what did you want? What did you want to talk about? Is it this what it was? You want to import FBI
this was the
hostage
big one.
negotiating.
This was the big one.
I just like
Yeah,
how's this gonna help sales? We're not trying to
that's
negotiate
a great
hostages.
question. That's a great question. You're right. We're not, I mean, that's right. We're not negotiating the release of an hostage.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, what we are asking our client is to depart from something that they have to get something that they want. So they have the resources, and what they want is a premium location for their family, closer to their office. So they have a list of wants, and they might or might not even be clear what is that they are really looking for. So this process is actually building up in letting them disclose what they want so that you can place your product effectively. So it's all about building rapport, and it's all about letting the other person know that she or he is safe to trust you.
No, trust is a big thing in sales and rapport. You got to have those.
I think.
I just don't.
I mean,
get
I
how,
remember you discussing this one a while ago.
no, like what are you trying to build rapport with hostage takers? Huh?
I mean,
Just kidding.
what is interesting is you're not trying to become their friends. No. It's a fair question. I mean, I'm not trying to build the rapport that is leading. Okay, you're gonna be the godfather. I'm trying to build the rapport so that they trust my proposition that is not gonna screw them over. And they're in this trust. Actually, they release information that they would have not released otherwise. Like, do you remember the sale that I have done to the guy that was completely against going in the neighborhood because he thought that it wasn't posh enough? And then at the end, what I discovered is that he had a bad memory of an ex that was in that area. So once I clear, look, if you're looking for that ex, she moved out. So she's out of there. And then after I cleared that, the sales went through in 5 minutes.
So like, well, you got to get a coach involved here. Like, what are you talking, like thousands a month? Like,
that's a fair question, and I know that you are very, very careful in where you spend money because you want to see the value of it.
yeah, I see value in marketing. I see value in assistance, but to get a communication coach, that's just like you can just go watch a YouTube video. I mean, like,
No, it's
this
true.
been working for
On
you?
YouTube, there's a wealth of knowledge.
So like, how much money are we talking
What
about
I
here?
had in mind, would it be ridiculous if I tell you that there is no money to be put on the table other than the one that you are already paying off?
What are we waiting for? Better get this thing rocking.
My plan. Are you opposing me sharing my plan?
Well, I mean, I want to hear the plan because I'm just wondering, like, how long is this going to take to see some results here?
Basically, what I had in mind me to get the sales team and to organize session of trainings and then session of practice. These would be done about 1 to 1.5 hours. And then they would have to commit to this training and to practice a bit. And to be honest, I would expect them to have results on maybe a time frame that you are not comfortable with.
Are you talking like what, 2 months, 3 months?
I'm sorry, but that is not how I see this one working.
Maybe we should hire
I,
a coach. We can speed this up and get the numbers up. Yeah. I mean, right now we're going a slow season, so we got a little bit. I guess you can do 7 months. You think that's enough time to see these realtors?
I would say that 7 months is a congruous time to see some results. Would that
Good.
be something you were uncomfortable with?
No. Let's go with 6 months. I'll follow up with you. Let me know who's progressing, and I'll talk with these agents, see if they're seeing any results. and we can reevaluate it after 6 months. If it's not anything for anybody, then
okay.
you
Look,
might lose your job.
these will sound ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I mean, man, these will sound ridiculous. You might not like my proposal. So I even think, I mean, there is a possibility that you will hate my guts after I tell you this one.
Not after you said free. No.
Would you be opposed in joining at least a couple of these sessions at the beginning to see what it is all about? So maybe it is easier for you to see what I am asking the guy to do, so that also you know the metrics that you can evaluate.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. I'll pop in for a few. Give some more support.
So if I understand correctly, and please here stop me if I make any mistake, you're in favor of joining this session at the beginning, and eventually, I mean, if you want to stay, I'll be only honored, and to reevaluate the progress on a 6 months basis.
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk to these agents and ask them, hey, how's Alberto been as a managing broker, and has these communication strategies helped? Is business more and easier? Hey, if not, then if the numbers are good and hasn't, look, as long as it does not bring their numbers down, that's fine. But if I see a decline, yeah, I'm gonna probably blame the system and probably gonna go hire Grant Cardone coaching, 10x, or maybe Tony Robbins.
So what does success look for you for a communication program?
Well, you're a prime example. How long did it take you to see the results when you were an agent?
To be honest,
I mean, you got to this role, so you're doing something
fully
right.
Committed.
Say what?
Yeah, I committed to the system after about 2 months that I knew about it, and then it took not that much. I mean, I would say all in all, 6 months, I saw already some extremely good results.
No, I'm fine with it as long as we're not going down. And look, hey,
okay. And
you got to this position.
How would you?
You know what you're doing.
How would you know when? Yeah. It really looks like you have a clear idea of how to know when things are not going okay.
Yeah, the numbers, they talk. Numbers don't bullshit, like people can bullshit with all these spin selling and all these stuff, but numbers don't lie. And so if it's going, you're going to go, well, bye. Just kidding. Seriously, it would really upset me if the numbers went down instead of up. I don't see that happening, Alberto. Like you said, and I seen your numbers from the date you mentioned you started. Yeah, you were, and that's why you're in this role, because there's something special about you. Not sure where it is, but my wild guess is it these tools, or is that what it is? Or are you doing Adderall or something? Just kidding.
No, no drugs. How do you see this one working for you on a long term?
I would like to. I just want to see the numbers go up and growth. Okay. I want to see the company growing. I want to see them taking on new areas. That would really, I always wanted to take the South side, but it was tougher than I thought. And so if like the team can start taking territories, whoa, yeah, I hired the right guy. I guess if If I see
No,
new
it's great.
territories
It's
being,
great because this growth is. You have anything already in mind? Seems you have already a territory in mind.
yeah, South Side, South Loop. If you can get some deals there, oh, I would be impressed. It's very tough, very competitive. So if you can get these boys to do it and girls, I'll be really impressed.
Impress?
Yeah. Well, Alberto, look, I only got like 2 minutes. Got to jump on the next meeting. Just wrap this up. Anything else you want to share or
No,
any other?
I think there's a clarity on what success is measured. So it's the numbers. You have a clear overview of what this program brings because you will join the practice. And you have a clear goal of expanding new territories, and you have already some priorities over this one. So I think I can touch base with you in a couple of maybe 2 months or 3 months. We do just a check between you and me. Would that be okay?
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, oh, that's right. Those three goals right there. It's like you're a soothsayer. It's like you read my mind. No, that's exactly what I need. Good, huh? Oh, I'm excited.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll keep that in mind, and then we move
Yeah.
on.
See ya.
Yeah.
Man, that was good. I will tell you what I like that you did differently than me.
Please.
You got to know my goals. Like, and then you did a really good summary. Now, the negative stuff.
Yes, please.
You feel sometimes you were talking over your counterpart?
Yes.
Yeah.
This one I've noticed. But you talk. I mean, the problem is you had this playful voice, but you were absolutely nagging nonstop. So sometimes I had the impression, man, I need to put something in, otherwise this guy will not let me talk. But that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, assertives, you just let them talk their way to what you want. Just little nudges here and there. It's just
yeah. No, that's correct. That's correct. I interrupted way too much.
And then I heard.
It feels to be on the other side of this one.
What's that?
How did it feel to be on the other side? What was your impression of my discussion? Like, for example, I don't know, the AA, or when I put the intermediate check, or when I summarize your goal, how did it feel?
You know, I felt like I was being listened to. That was really good. Even felt relaxed, felt more clarity. And for somebody that's all over the place, that's hard to get them to focus and have clarity. So you're able to do that.
I mean, you went out of the discussion. You cut the discussion twice. The first time just right off the bat with the email, and then to get the straw. I mean, generally speaking, that could be seen.
The power move, yeah. I know he does that. Yeah.
And I mean,
I have control. Look, I'm going to get up and go do this. You're going to stay there.
Yes. And the one thing that I noticed, I think you did it on purpose, that at some point you hinted that my job might be on the line, and then you laughed like it was a joke. But then it didn't feel like a joke. So you were like trying to put pressure while being friendly, but actually it came out a bit as a move. So I was like, man, this guy doesn't fuck around.
Yeah, that's his secret. That's what he does. It's
any hint to improve that I can do?
Yeah, try to replace buts and other weird things with silence. If you watch it back, you catch yourself saying some buts. Nothing wrong with a but. It's just it's a deleting word. So everything you said before gets deleted.
Yes.
So if you did it on purpose,
okay,
then that's fine. But if it just came out You were nervous or something.
I think I didn't.
Okay.
I think I didn't.
I like your AA. You hate my guts. And then I like the, you might think, kind of fool's errand. When you said that, heck, I was even, I was noticing I was giving you stuff. You want an assistant? So that was a really good
Yes.
AA.
Yes, that one was.
That's like a black swan right there. Shit, you know, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I mean, the fact that you're wearing down yours, it was something useful because it means you run people down because you're. I mean, people. That was some. I for a moment I thought maybe I could use that one, and then I decided not to, because it wasn't the right. It didn't feel right.
oh, taking the assistant.
No, in using the fact that you changed the assistant to have you buy in the program. But I couldn't find a way to spin it, so I said, okay, let's keep this one out for the time being. Something like, oh, maybe this program could help you in retaining assistant, but that would have sounded accusational, like you're the kind of guy that stresses people out. That's an accusation.
Yeah, what she does. Yeah, no, that would totally come off as that. No, that was really good.
So I couldn't.
Yeah, I felt
Okay.
like you were competent. Like you walked out the room. I was like, damn, that was a good talk. Like I'm pumped.
Good. I just received the news that ACTA canceled for the one I had after yours. So if you want to try something else, I still have time.
Oh shit! Why'd she cancel?
I don't know.
I don't like canceling shit. I'm either in a coma or having a new baby. That's it. I don't like canceling. Let's do the I don't know what. I gotta go in 10 minutes.
Yeah, then it's fine. Then to take these 10 minutes to relax, enjoy your coffee, give a kiss to the chimichanga, and then we'll talk again next week.
Yeah, let's go for it again. I would like to do a scenario with this guy, since you know his personality.
With pleasure.
So get this. Since the managing broker just left, the guy that I was acting, he took on the role. So it's like perfect timing to get in there and take it. Like he's got too much on his plate to be doing managing broker shit. So yeah, I want to practice that. That'll be fun. Or is there anything you want to practice? You got any situations?
No, nothing at the moment that is extremely urgent. No, not for the time being.
Oh, that's good. You're handling business. Man, I don't think that's good though, in a way.
Try to.
I don't think you're pushing yourself into uncomfortable places if you don't got situations.
No, I mean, I'm
Or are you
actually
that
trying
good?
to, no, I'm not that good. I'm not that. What I notice, and this is something, to stay curious is really crucial. And I noticed that when something happens that tips me off, I can recognize it much earlier. So for example, something that happened today, right? So we had the client that went 60 seconds or she dies on us. It's not a big contract. Just a second, I'm opening the lights because it's getting dark. So it's not a big contract. I mean, our contract usually are north of $1 million, and this contract is about 200,000. So it's not much. And then this client went 60 seconds or she dies on the payment condition, which is something that we had agreed upon. And then I had a discussion with my boss and I was like, I would like to know what you think. And he was like, yeah, this is not a nice move because there is no way that I am going to give him a guarantee that we do something and then we have the biggest chunk of the payment that is not guaranteed. And I told him, look, what I don't like is that we had an agreement and this guy backed on us. So it's like, he's not reliable because then what is what is stopping him if we go forward that we have 2-3 millions worth of equipment and he says, you know what, on second thoughts, I'm actually not taking the delivery if you don't lower your price by $500,000.
Ooh.
Because I mean, the point is what we do is the payment are tied to milestone. So for example, a milestone is we have the goods ready, they are here, come and pick them up. If they don't come and pick them up, we cannot really force it. Because what we do normally is letter of credit. So the bank needs certain documents in order to pay. But these documents, they are released with certain conditions, like the client came and picked it up or this kind of thing. So so that was the case. And we go in a discussion with our colleagues in Singapore. Colleague in Singapore and the local guy at this moment has the monopoly of the communication. And one of the things that I agreed actually with a nice and oriented question with my boss was, are you opposing me talking to the client in understanding what the problem of these terms of payment is? Because I think it's a problem of trust. And I said, yeah. I mean, it will be difficult because we didn't have much contact until now, but you can try. So we go in this call, and then the guy from Singapore said, but this is a big company. They think they're reliable. They want to have certain because they were screwed in the past. And then basically we need a reference in the area so that we can sell. So basically my boss yielded in. And then he said, okay, if we guarantee that and they guarantee that, we can still move forward. Because the option is they go with our competitor. And that was huge. I mean, I was not happy because I was like, that's a 60 second or she dies and they know that we will yield. That's not a good precedent. But when I realized, and I had the call after this one, and then when I had the call with this guy, I basically said, okay, I'm sorry, I'm a bit pissed. And then he said, oh, what happened? Okay, I'm gonna give you the high line in 5 minutes and then we move on. I gave him the high line in 5 minutes and then I moved on and I was immediately able to switch mentality. I was not, otherwise, some other time I would have been pissed the whole day. So I had a discussion with him on a different project that we're running together, an R&D project, and then it was good. So, I mean, I recognize my pattern in a quicker and in an easier manner.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that I'm always able to influence the way I want to, but.
No, I mean, that's a good analogy. I even wrote it down, 60 second or she dies. That's where I said earlier, difference between haggling and negotiations. And that came from Chris Voss doing 60 second or she dies with like random people at a real estate convention thing to prove the point that whenever non-negotiators, non-trained ones do the exercise, what they end up doing is pretty much one of them said, it's all about what do you want? You want a car? What do you want? Like, they got to tell them, like, you can't give them drugs, you can't give them money, you can't give them this. So they're like, what do you want? You want a car? And then one person's like, look, man, if you kill me, I'll kill you. So it was very like, all the 60 seconds where she dies were just showing how we get more focused on what they want instead of why they want it. And what you did was, why are they talking like this? And then you found out because they've been burned in the past. And you acknowledge that sounds like a trust issue. And then you were able to build a trust bridge, is what they call it in communication. and that's necessary.
No, this one was set. No, this one was set by the local guy. So this trust issue is there. But the point is, if there is a trust issue, giving in order to suit their feeling is not going to fix it, because they will still have the trust issue. You have to solve the underlying issue.
Yeah.
And we didn't. We gave in, which is not solving the problem.
No.
Because now they know if they put pressure, we will yield. And we haven't built a rapport. We have just given what they wanted, but not what they needed.
Those are my worst clients. The ones that were just given to me by the company, tells me to work them. And they reach out and they're like, oh, you're my agent. And I'm like, dude, like, are you sure? Like, we haven't had a chance, but okay, that's fine. Deal's a deal. And it always ends up being the worst client. Always. At this point, I don't even want like company generated leads. And if I do, I'm gonna have at least a 10-minute conversation before we even meet. But yeah, that's crucial. The report sounds like you got a loose cannon of a client.
Oh yeah, and that's not the only one. But we'll see. It's okay. It's a good practice. At least to learn, at least to get my bearings.
Yeah, what I do, I just call clients and scrub them down more and more. Like you said, build a rapport and trust, and you build it by keeping them in the light. And that's like a crucial thing. You'd say, look, I'm going to update you next Thursday. We'll touch base, and then you touch base and you say, look, expect a call from me on Tuesday. And on Tuesday you call. Then you say, all right, expect another call from me on Friday. Even if it's like I have nothing new to report, it removes a lot of fear and builds a lot of trust. Because there's nothing more fearful than the unknown.
That's actually a good tip.
Yeah,
that's actually a good tip. I'll keep that. I'll write that down.
Yeah, the biggest fear is the unknown, as Derek Gaunt said. The worst punishment in FBI training is when they take you on a run and they don't tell you when it's over. Because you're left in the dark. Because you can at least pace yourself, you can do these things, but if you don't know, shit, that's real stressful. It deteriorates and puts people in some stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Alrighty.
10:30. Perfect. All right, Alberto, enjoy your day.
Very good.
Whatever's left of it.
We'll be in touch.